In the previous chapter, we covered some of the basic data types that are commonly used in C#. Besides these basic data types, C# also comes with a few advanced data types. In this chapter, we are going to cover about arrays. We will see about strings and lists later in upcoming videos. Arrays. An array stores a fixed-size sequential collection of elements of the same type. An array is used to store a collection of data, but it is often more useful to think of an array as a collection of variables of the same type stored at contiguous memory locations. Instead of declaring individual variables, such as number 0, number 1, till number 99, you declare one array variable such as number and use number 0, number 1, till number 99, to represent individual variables. A specific element in an array is accessed by an index. All arrays consist of contiguous memory locations. The lowest address corresponds to the first element and the highest address to the last element. To declare an array in C#, you can use the following syntax. Where data type is used to specify the type of elements in the array. Open and close brackets specifies the rank of the array. The rank specifies the size of the array. Array name specifies the name of the array. For example, double balance. Declaring an array does not initialize the array in the memory. When the array variable is initialized, you can assign values to the array. Array is a reference type, so you need to use the new keyword to create an instance of the array. For example, double balance equals new double 10. You can assign values to individual array elements by using the index number, like double balance equals new double 10. Balance 0 equals 4500.0. You can assign values to the array at the time of declaration, as shown. You can also create and initialize an array. You may also omit the size of the array. You can copy an array variable into another target array variable. In such case, both the target and source point to the same memory location. When you create an array, C# compiler implicitly initializes each array element to a default value depending on the array type. For example, for an int array all elements are initialized to 0. An element is accessed by indexing the array name. This is done by placing the index of the element within square brackets after the name of the array. For example, double salary equals balance 9. C# comes with a number of useful properties and methods that we can use with an array. We'll learn more about properties and methods when we discuss about classes. For now, all we have to know is that to use a property or method, we need to use the dot operator. To use a property, we type the property name after the dot. To use a method, we type the method name after the dot operator, followed by a pair of parentheses. Length. The length property of an array tells us the number of items the array has. For instance, if we have int, userAge equals 21, 22, 26, 32, 40, userAge.length is equal to 5 as there are 5 numbers in the array. The copy method allows you to copy the contents of one array into another array, starting from the first element. In C#, a method may have many different variations. Whenever we use a method, we need to put a pair of parentheses after the method name. Some methods require certain data for it to work. These data are known as arguments. We include these arguments in the pair of parentheses. The copy method requires 3 arguments. Suppose you have int source equals 12, 1, 5, -2, 16, 14, and int dest equals 1, 2, 3, 4. You can copy the first 3 elements of source into dest by using the statement array.copy source dest 3. The first argument is the array that provides the values to be copied. The second is the array where the values will be copied into. The last argument specifies the number of items to copy. In our example, our dest array becomes 12, 1, 5, 4, while the source array remains unchanged. Sort. The sort method allows us to sort our arrays. It takes in an array as the argument. Suppose you have int numbers equals 12, 1, 5, -2, 16, 14. You can sort this array by writing array.sort numbers. The array will be sorted in ascending order. Thus, numbers becomes -2, 1, 5, 12, 14, 16. Index of. We use the index of method to determine if a certain value exists in an array. If it exists, the method returns the index of the first occurrence of that value. If it does not exist, the method returns -1. For instance, if you have int numbers equals 10, 30, 44, 21, 51, 21, 61, 24, 14, you can find if the value 21 exists in the array by writing array.indexOf numbers 21. The method returns the index of the first value found, which is 3 in this case since 21 is the fourth element in the array. You can then assign the answer to a variable like this, int ans equals array.indexOf numbers 21, the value of ans is thus 3. If you write ans equal to array.indexOf numbers 100, the value of ans is -1 as 100 does not exist in the numbers array. We've covered some of the more commonly used array methods in this video. For a complete list of all the array methods available in C#, check out the link which is in description. You can loop through the array elements with the for loop, and use the length property to specify how many times the loop should run. The following example outputs all elements in the cars array. There is also a for each loop, which is used exclusively to loop through elements in an array. The following example outputs all elements in the cars array, using a for each loop. The example below can be read like this: for each string element, called I, as an index, in cars, print out the value of I. If you compare the for loop and for each loop, you will see that the for each method is easier to write, it does not require a counter, using the length property, and it is more readable. We will discuss about multidimensional arrays in upcoming video. If you have any doubts or suggestion, please let us in comments, and thanks for watching.